So, I don't know if you'll be able to hear me. Really, really windy. We are in Lytham, St. Anne's at the minute. Like I said, it's really windy. This is the old pier house. I'll take you inside for a minute and have a look round. Typical old-fashioned pier. Apparently the cafe do the most amazing cakes. I'm not really a cake person, but apparently it's brilliant. Oh, that's better after that wind, that was crazy. Oh, bowling, I like a game of bowls. 10-pin bowling, that is. Oh, I still don't think I'll be able to play that since I brought with me. No. Using the window, so the land across, is it Liverpool, Southport, not Liverpool. Quite busy beach day. So the kids aren't off school, well the kids are out, but they don't have school at the minute. The donkeys are out. And it looks like the top end's closed, Alan. It's like the top end of the pier's closed at the minute. Well, I think they're doing some work on the top end of the pier, so you can't walk right to the end. Little bumping cars there for the kids. Not the biggest pier, well, especially since you can't walk to the end of it. But there's obviously some work going on out there because there's somebody sat outside, but how they've got there I don't know because it says no entry. So there's obviously some work going on out there, but I suspect those guys must work here, they must be on a break. And over to that side, eventually we'll get to Blackpool. Little school trip going on there, I think, on the beach. And that's Lytham Pier, not a lot of it, is there? Very old though. Not as grand as some of the other piers in the country, but it does its job, it keeps people entertained when it's raining. I don't think we're going to be able to film you much today because it's that windy outside. I don't think you'll pick anything up. So apparently St. Anne's is one of the places where George Thornbill is. And there's a statue out. I was saying George Thornbill lived in a house down there, didn't there? And there's the statue over here. Is that Les Dawson? That's the one. Bobby Ball. Bobby Ball. There's a statue of Bobby Ball in the park, isn't there, in Lytham?
Yeah, he's in the park.
Yeah, he's in the park in Lytham. So it's had some quite famous people live here. Well, actually, a lot of folks in here. I'm going to have to switch this off again now because of the wind. But there you have it. That's the main street of Lytham St Anne's.
Bars up there, restaurants.
Lots of restaurants, lots of bars, lots of shops. I think there's even a Wetherspoons, Alan. There's actually two Wetherspoons. There's one in St Anne's and there's one in Lytham. But yeah, it's a lovely, we love Lytham. And as we said yesterday, we're not far from Blackpool. And Lytham, where we live, so we come in quite a lot. Right, I'm going to cross over now, so I'll switch us off. Today we're in Lytham, folks, and the wind has gone. This is Bobby Ball's statue here. I don't know if any of you remember him. Rock on Tommy and all that.
Tommy Cannon.
Tommy Cannon, Bobby Ball. A lovely day today, there's no wind today. The park's been busy since very early because the park just by the side tonight. Just a normal street, but not near anybody's houses or anything like that, so we're alright. There's lots of bowls games on in here. Not tempting bowls, the traditional bowls. All in green, crown green bowling, that's it, isn't it? Don't know who this little chap here is supposed to be, but there's the lily pond. I love this park in summer when all flowers are out and it's really colourful, but there's not many to go at the minute. So if you go in one end, it takes you to the shops in Lytham Square, and if you go out the other end, down there, it takes you to the beach. So this park sort of joins everything together, and there's always stuff going on at weekends in this park. They have like food festivals and stuff going on for kids, and I don't think there'd ever be an half term where there was not something going on, would there? And as I keep saying, we live very near here, so it's one of our favourite places to come. We're lucky that from where we live, we're only about 45 minutes to the sea.
Yeah, 45 minutes, yeah.
So we've also, near where we live, got the Trough of Bowland, which is an area of outstanding natural beauty, and it is beautiful. We've got Clitheroe, which has got the castle. So we're quite fortunate, even without the motorhome, that we can go to a lot of places locally without having to drive too far. But obviously it's better with the motorhome because you can stay the night and have something to eat and a drink. And
Which we did last night.
We actually got, we went to a restaurant called the Olive Tea, which is like modern Greek food, delicious. Had a bottle of wine there to share, and then on the way home went in a wine bar. We'll just have a glass of wine as a nightcap. And we were supposed to be waiting for the waiter, the barman, to pour the wine, and he never. And just we looked at him a bit blankly, and he said, "Oh no, you bought 2 glasses now. The bottle is yours." So there we go. We had 2 bottles last night, which is very naughty. But we had a lie-in this morning to sleep it off. But it was a good night, wasn't it?
It was, yeah. We haven't moved the van, so we haven't been driving.
Yeah, the van's still where we slept in it last night, so it will, yeah. So yeah, drank more than we drank for a long time last night, didn't we? Wine-wise. This is where we parked last night, Woodville Terrace. So as you can see, there's houses on one side, but on the other side, it's just the park. And we're parked right down at the bottom there. and adjacent to us is just a wall, so it's not like intruding on anybody's garden or driveway, or there's absolutely nothing there, so I don't think it could upset anyone.
That's nice and quiet.
It was very quiet, a bit noisy this morning once the main road next to us got busy, but the wine helped us sleep, so that didn't matter. So, Barik, this is the said culprit from last night that gave us a full bottle of wine when we asked for 2 glasses. But it was a lovely setting last night, all the tables were out, and it's in this beautiful little garden. And I believe it was once a bank, or part of it, this part, where the big gates are, that used to be, was it the NatWest Bank?
I'm sure.
Something like that. No, a bridal boutique, but I think at one point it all belonged to the bank, but I could be wrong, somebody will probably correct me. The wind's definitely gone today.
Apart from yours there.
I love it round here in summer. I love it round here at any time, as you can probably gathered, but I like Lytham, but in the summertime when everybody's sat out, it's fantastic. So this is like second bit of the triangle. Which again, it is, it's more like a square. Which again, if you go down the street, takes you straight back to the sea. I think that's why I like it. Everything's so, you know, you can take your pick where you go, what you do.
Fantastic here when it's busy and it's sunshine and everybody's sat out.
It is, yeah, and at weekends you struggle to get a seat round here. It's not too bad today, but
Quite cosmopolitan feel to
yeah,
it, I think.
but it feels like you're sat outside a bar or a restaurant abroad. So yeah, it does have that feel. There's all sorts here. It was Bosco, yeah.
Which I think is Italian.
Italian, that was really busy last night. The one was shut last night. On this corner here you've got Pizza Express, and down that street there's all sorts of local shops, local greengrocers. There's a very good fish and chip shop down there, I believe. I can't remember its name offhand. Whelan's, I think, yeah. Queue up there for fish and chips. What's the pubs again? The Deacon, which is...
used to be a bank.
They all used to be banks, these ones, I think. The Deacon here, British Modern Tavern. We've never eaten in that one, but this one here is a favourite. Which is the Olive Tea Brasserie, and it's like modern Greek, and they also have midweek, all day midweek. You can get 2 courses for $18.95, and I was amazed at the size of portions last night. They were huge. I had the chicken kebab with rice, chips and salad. It was fantastic, and tzatziki, and Alan had masaka.
Delicious.
And he's one of his favourites.
And this preceded by garlic mushrooms.
Yes.
Which was fantastic as
It's
well.
a lovely place. And this also was a bank, as you can see, it says bank there. And when you go inside, the old vault and massive big safe is still there. In fact, you can eat in the safe. The safe has been turned into like a big table.
There is a big table, I was looking at that now.
Like
probably see about 8 people around this table,
yeah.
and you're in like the old vault.
You're in the old vault, yeah. It's fantastic how they've done it, it's really good. And this outside bit, it's like an outside awning, and it's all lit up at night, it's beautiful. That again across there was a bank, but it's now the Lytham Heritage Centre. Down that road you've got, someone's just stung me, I think.
It's alright.
Down that road there you've got a couple of micro pubs. There's one called the Taps.
That's very popular.
Very popular, yeah.
Always got a good selection of beers on it if you ever want a different beers. Lots of choice.
And this one, we've never been in this one, but this is like a Mediterranean food, isn't it?
Mediterranean seafood.
Yeah, Mediterranean seafood. But yeah, it's I just love it round here. It's beautiful. Across there you've got the Grove. I think we once had a drink in there, we've never eaten there. This one was a tapas, but it's closed down. Probably a culprit of COVID, I don't know. And Shambles, which I didn't even know this was here, to be honest, so I don't know what they do. I think it's more like a coffee shop. Yeah, coffee shop and Lytham too. This is like Lytham Library and Assembly Rooms. I think it was once a swimming pool when I was a kid, but I can't remember exactly. Sure, my mother will be able to correct me on that. And there we are, back to the sea. And it is roasting now. What time is it on?
Oh, I don't know, must start about 11:30.
About 11:30 in the morning, it's roasting. And they're flying a kite up there. The old windmill down there, famous Lytham windmill. So this is Lytham Green.
Lots of events on here, don't there?
Lots of events, classic car shows, 1940s weekend, that was great last year, wasn't it?
Yeah.
1940s weekend, Lytham Proms, which is a massive music festival now, which goes on for about 5 days, isn't it?
Just
Yeah,
very expensive.
it's
if you want
very
some tickets for
expensive.
the duration. You're talking hundreds of pounds.
Yeah, like, if you want tickets for the whole lot, I think we're looking at about £400 now, which
Just get your ticket count and a little bit to get the
putting it into perspective, we're going to a festival at weekend in Lytham, an 80s music festival, and we paid 40 quid for that, so there's a big difference. But likewise, we probably won't get the class of artists that is on at this one, but I'm sure we'll still have a good weekend. Across there, we've got Southport. And we have been here before on a good day. We reckon to see the Welsh Mountains, don't we? Yeah. Yeah. It's clear today. It's not clear nothing in the past. The damn sight better than yesterday, I can tell you. Yesterday it was sunny. We both got sunburn. Both our faces were burning last night before the wine. And but it was windy all day, really, really strong wind. So you didn't feel like you were catching the sun, but obviously we were. So we'll age all the next to put some sunblock on no matter what, but we didn't. So folks, we're now at the windmill on Lytham Green, which is closed today. You can usually go in and have a look around.
It's worth a look, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Tells you the history of the windmill and also of the area. When you're inside, it's quite nice. It's quaint and oldie worldy. It's obviously having a spruce up at the minute, somebody's painting.
And the fact that we bid it in says it must have been reasonable price to get in. Or else,
I think it was donations, Alan.
I think it was, wasn't it?
It was like an honesty box where you just
chucked a couple of bob in there. And,
put a couple of pounds in. I forgot how old it is. I'd have to look at Wikipedia or something to find out, but well, I don't know, hundreds of years old. So. It's very iconic, you know, when you come down the corner from the road down there, first thing you see from the motorway, and you see the windmill, and you think, well, we're in Lytham, because it's one of my favourite places, as I keep saying. He's got his work cut out, hasn't he? Blooming heck. Could do with a bit of scaffolding, couldn't he? I think Alan's trying to find out some facts for us. you found out any facts, Alan?
Discover and explore at Port Disaster 1886. Workings of the windmill.
So that's what's inside when you go inside, yeah.
Yeah, it's coming back to me now what we saw when we were in there.
Doesn't tell us how old the actual windmill is, does it? But I'll find out.
I don't remember.
Next week, folks, we're off to Devon and Dorset. So keep your eyes peeled for those vlogs. We're going to stop off at Bristol on the way down. We're going to have a night in Bristol, just to break the driving up a little bit. And then we're going to carry on down to Devon. And along that coast, we haven't decided really where, have we? Weymouth way?
Yeah, we're going to head across the Dorset coast. We're definitely Weymouth, one of the two. Pool. Forest Pool and who knows. Weather's supposed to be nice.
I used to go to Devon a lot when I was a kid. Not been for, well, we went to Ulster when with that, Ulster 1990. Then we did Newquay for a couple of years in Cornwall, and then we started going abroad as you do, and we haven't been to Devon since, so we're quite looking forward to it, aren't we?
We are.
And we've got a motorhome, which makes it all the best, because you're not booking hotels, paying over the odds for static caravans.
Crossing here, it's a little bit busy.
Yeah, we might get run over there. So yeah, next week's South Coast, folks, so keep your eyes peeled.
1805 by the way.
Oh, 1805 the windmill was first built.
Yeah, first built and that's its original location.
1805, eh?
Built by the Squire of Lytham.
Built by the Squire of Lytham, Alan says.
What Google says.
Well, Google says. Not often Google's wrong, I don't think, so we'll go with that. We're now at Fairhaven Lake, and there's some gardens along the way. There's crazy golf there. Up in the distance there's some tennis courts, and there's a playground for the kids. And what the other one is? Oh, tennis club, yeah, just a tennis club where you can play on turf or I don't know what the blue one is, but and I was just checking this car park out. A bit of wiggle on my camera there, I don't know what happened. So this says long stay car park. No overnight motorhome parking, no caravans, blah de blah de blah. Which, to be fair in Lytham, it doesn't matter because there's that much free parking. It's more
quite motorhome friendly.
Yeah, they are.
There's lots of places to park. There's 2 or 3 car parks which we'll get to. We can park.
There's bowling greens through there as well. More bowling greens. I like the bowling here. But yeah, I'm going wrong way. We're going to show you a few of the car parks, but there's loads of street parking as long as you don't park near somebody's house or a driveway. Or we try and park on the other side of the road if there are houses, so as you're away from the house. But it's just
you can
common.
Park all down the front, can't you?
Yeah, you can park on the front. Yeah, hold down the front.
I think it just might get a bit rocky at night when all boy races come.
Yeah, and then it's busy in the morning when the commuters start. We just prefer to be just off it for a
more peaceful.
peaceful night's sleep. We might park on it later this afternoon and get the chairs and tables out and have tea outside if the sunshine carries on. That'll be our first outdoor motorhome tea, will it, Al?
Probably will.
Yeah, lovely little cafe here on Fairhaven Lake. Again, these places at weekend, they're just chocker, but don't even know what day we're on today. What day is it? Thursday.
Thursday.
I lose track when I'm away travelling, but Thursday, yeah.
They don't buy papers or anything, so we just sort of track of the days, which isn't a bad thing.
So it's Thursday. We set off on Saturday when we went to Ingleton. Then Morecambe.
We went over to Morecambe.
Then we did Morecambe for a couple of days. Then Blackpool for a couple of days. And Lytham for a couple of days. And then we're going home. Bank holiday weekend this weekend. So we're going back to our base, which is a static in the Ribble Valley. This is the Fairhaven Lake. We have the boats are now. The boats will only come out at weekend as well. There's loads of boats you can hire, like motor boats or paddle boats. There's all sorts for the kids.
There's a great car park there on the
Look
top.
at these little cuties sat here, having a doze in the sun, fast asleep, oblivious to what's going on around them. How cute. It's bank holiday weekend. We're going home for the weekend back to Tuesday, and then we've got a music festival to attend, which we already mentioned. Then we're at home for the bank holiday Monday, and then we're off again Tuesday. So we're only home 4 days before we set off on the south coast adventure down to Devon. So it's a quick home, get everything washed, get packed up again, and away we go. There's a swan there with a lovely baby. She's got a lot of them. Oh, a bit windy on this lake. We saw some ducks yesterday with the babies, but it was too windy to film yesterday. I've never seen as many baby ducks in one hit in my life. There must have been 30, wasn't there? But yeah, they're dead cute, but we're not here today now, are they? We'd soon be out if I had the bread, but I haven't got it, I forgot. So, the Spitfire that's at the end of Fairhaven Lake is continues to be watching these little things. Look at these babies, they're gorgeous. Oh. I can't believe how many there are. There's more over there. Under the trees up there, there's lots of them. They're dead cute.
So at the top end of Fairhaven, mate, there's a car park which allows overnight parking of motorhomes. So one of the 3 or 4 in Lytham that do. I think we've got about 4, maybe 5 designated motorhome bays which we're supposed to use. I don't think you're allowed to park anywhere else.
We have
car park, yeah, we have,
enormous spots, haven't we?
We have, but if you do so, I think you're probably risking tickets if anybody does come round checking. So, oh, there's more motorhome spots than I thought. How many is there then? Motorhomes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yeah, 7. 7 or 8 motorhome spots there, so comes the rules and regulations. Common sense, really. I think parking charges, if I remember rightly on here, is £10 for 1 night, £15 for 2, maximum stay 2 nights, I think. I'll just double check on the
Got the lake at one side and the beach just through the walkway,
yeah,
straight onto the beach. It's a good stop.
It is a good stop, really.
Cafe's down there if you want breakfast, if you don't good for me. There's a coffee bar here on the corner. It's here most days apart from Monday and Tuesday.
Yeah, so he has now Monday and Tuesday off, but is he the rest of the week from early until about late afternoon, early evening, that sort of thing. He's been here years as this chap. So, a nice place to sit. You've got some outside seating set up there. So it's St Paul's Avenue car park, that's the official name. Charges there, yeah, up to 1 day, up 24 hours, £10, up to 2 days, £15 maximum stay, 2 days, no return within 4. Running to the info, it's maximum vehicle length of 5 metres, but I've seen far bigger than that parks up on there. If you're in the beige, you're overhanging, there's some grass at the back, you can either overhang your arse end on there. That's the whole list of regulations for motorhome parking. As I say, pretty standard. Pretty standard for most of them. There's at least another 2 or 3 knocking about. Some up in St Anne's, where we'll be heading later on. One of them actually has an Elson point, past your cliff to empty your loos. So yeah, it's a great place to stop.
I've just noticed it's just on the border there. You see the welcome to St Anne's-on-Sea. So that must be where the divide comes from, Lytham, St Anne's to St Anne's-on-Sea. We like them both. They're both great areas. They're both good family areas. Both have a good selection of restaurants, bars, cafes, shops. And both have lots of walking, because we, as you know, we like our walking. And
We got 10 mile in today, something?
yeah, I'll probably do a 10-mile walk today. Try and average 10 mile. I usually get tired before Alan does, but there you go.
So this is another car park in St Anne's that allows overnight stops. So it's back at the YMCA, which has a swimming pool, and also there's a big Toby carvery there. You can have a couple of drinks and something to eat. So there's designated motorhome parking spots here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 7 spots on there. There's a restaurant, Mediterranean restaurant, just to the back there. Never been in that one. At the charges, take you over to the information. It's property for the St Anne's swimming pool car park. Overnight parking charges are motorhomes all day up to 1 day, up to 24 hours is £15. And up to 2 days is £25. Maximum stay 2 days, no return within 4 days, maximum vehicle length 8 metres. It's quite handy. In a good spot right at the side of the beach. And a pub. Yeah, and the YMCA there, which you can use a swimming pool. Went and made some inquiries yesterday. It's £6.50 per adult. We were going to go in today, but they didn't have many slots because they had a few school parties booked in. They offered us 1.5 hour slot, which I didn't really think if they were messing about for half an hour. So you can have your beach huts as well. You don't really need one if you had a motorhome, do you? You've got your own up there. So Yeah, so that's this one, and I'll take you up to another one shortly.
So as we were saying yesterday, there's quite a lot of famous people lived in Lytham and St Anne's. So this is Bobby Ball, who we showed you the statue of earlier, who was a comedian, actor and singer, born in Oldham and trained as a welder apparently. And then he went on to be part of the Cannon and Ball show, which ran from 1979 to 1988 and topped the bill at Blackpool's North Pier in 1980, where they played nightly capacity audiences for 22 weeks till 1991. Les Dawson, comedian, writer and pianist. He was born in Manchester. He did shows such as Les Dawson Show and Blankety Blank. A lot of people won't remember them these days, these young ones. Amanda Barry, dancer and actress.
She was in the street, wasn't she?
She was in Coronation Street, yeah. She's
still good at it,
yeah, she's still living here, apparently. So still living here. She's done all sorts of things, hasn't she? Marigold Hotel, all sorts. Roy Harper, musician. Not somebody I'm really up on is Roy, but apparently he's done headlining at 4 Glastonbury festivals.
32 albums selling millions of copies.
32 albums selling millions of copies by a while, then I don't know who he is.
Done okay then?
Done alright now. So, is there some more in this one, yeah? So we've got in, also living in, living in St Anne's, or Lytham, is comedian, author, actress Jenny Clare. Her has been part of Grumpy Old Women, Loose Women, I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, just to name a few. Josie Block, now then, singer, radio, film star and TV star. He was an opera singer, was it?
Yeah, that sort of thing.
That sort of thing. George Formby, who we pass his house when we go back to where we're parked today, so we'll show you that later. Musician, singer-songwriter, film star and comedian.
And window cleaner.
And window cleaner. Yeah. And then we've got Al Reid, comedian and writer. So all these people
we're not necessarily born here, but they spent
a lot of time here or lived here. Yeah. This Al Reid apparently spent a lot of time at St Anne's Old Links Golf Club, where he met up with other big stars of the day. And moved to Lytham in 1946. So this is another lovely seating area here. It's just, wherever you go in Lytham and live in St Anne's, there's just loads of nice areas to sit and picnic, or without even going on the beach. It's just, we haven't been through the Rockery, have we? But so we're kind of that on way back. So this is Wes himself, this is his statue. There we have it. So it's been home to quite a few famous people, as, or it still is, apparently. This is called the Peace and Happiness Garden, and yeah, it is very peaceful. It's also right next to the pier, as you can see on the pictures. It's good. And then brings us to yet another car park, which has got an Elson point, Ellie Elson as I call them. So we've used Ellie this morning, haven't we? So it's £1. to use the Elson point, but it's an absolute godsend. So we didn't park it, we just rolled up here, put £1 in the machine and used Ellie Elson. Let Alan talk you through the car park.
Yeah, so its official name is North Promenade Car Park. Motorhomes, as you can see on there, I think is up to 1 day £15, up to 2 days £25. I don't know if £15 a bit steep just for one night, just to park. What do you think? 2 days 25, flex it down to £12.50 a day. Nothing on here really, just a car park. Maximum stay 2 days, maximum vehicle length 6 metres. Where the motorhomes are, the motorhome bays are, on the far end of the car park, and I don't think there's any room to overhang your vehicle. I think there's this wall here where you can probably see, it goes right along, so I think if you are more than 6 metres, you'll not be able to overhang. I don't know, you go on parking in normal bays overnight, technically you can get a ticket, I suppose. Far end of the car park there, there's some toilets and it's handy if you're having 2 or 3 days in Lytham and you're not staying on any sites, somewhere to empty your cassette. Yeah, the wall goes right along, so we won't get out of it there, certainly. I think I was about 7.5 metres. So, yeah. I don't know if any do park in the regular bays overnight, but as I said, yeah, and technically you could get a ticket, couldn't you? So, and these days, these councils, some of them, they don't, it's a trick to slap a ticket on you if they can, if they think you contravene their regulations. Followed that in yesterday, that one, didn't we, when we come in from Blackpool, so I don't know if it's still used to transport authorities or it's now somebody's home.
About 7 or 8.
Yeah, so there's a few on there. Usual regulations, no setting out your furniture, awnings, no generators, no washing lines, no open fires or barbecues, no loud music. Pretty standard really. So right at the back of here are the sand dunes, so it is a great spot. Fancy a couple of days on here. So, yeah. So these are the tiles, so we got all that one with the box, so we just did move the band down a bit closer down here where we're going to spend tonight. So we've been in music this morning, it was absolutely spotlessly clean, so just on the end there, and regular toilets are there 40p. And the Elson's at the end there, and that's £1. And yeah, so happy days.